Hey crew, I'm going to try to give you a run through on what I did yesterday. This would have been the second Friday in September, which is the Friday of Roundup. And we start the day with the Westward Ho Parade. Happens at 10 o'clock in the morning every Friday of Roundup. And it's actually really fun. I don't go to a lot of these things, but we had a friend who reserved a spot kind of in the main part of the parade where we could go down and sit and watch. And the Westward Ho Parade has no motorized vehicles, lasts about an hour and a half, and it's got a lot of Indians, a lot of horseback riders. It's got horse teams of oxen, teams of mules, little ponies, all of that stuff. It's actually really fun. And even some marching bands. So yeah, it's actually probably my favorite parade ever is the Westward Ho Parade, of all the parades I've ever seen. So anyway, it was fun to go and sit and watch that. In addition, while we were watching it, across the street from us, kind of kitty corner down right off Main Street, there's a family that are friends of ours who are involved in homeschooling, and they have nine or 10 kids, I think. I'm not sure how many are still at home. Some of them are married off, but they had a posse of kids down there, and they were having so much fun. They were drawing circles in chalk on the road, and Phil told us that sometimes they bet which circle of chalk is going to get horse poop in it first, that sort of thing. But the kids were just having so much fun. I just really enjoyed the entire experience. Actually, it was awesome. So after the parade, we went home and got a little lunch, and then headed down to the rodeo itself, which I have not attended the rodeo here, partially because we, when I was working for the tribe, we'd also always do stuff on the days of the rodeo because we could shut down the offices to do IT things. But also once I quit work, we haven't been here a lot. So anyway, our friend Phil brought us in, and he's a former director, and so we got to check everything out. The first big event was the bareback riding. So I took some pictures and some video, but I ended up taking more video as the day went on. But these are some good shots of one of the bareback riders here, one of his rides. The events were, let's see, the grand entry, the bareback, the races. They have bareback races of a bunch of Indians compete in the bareback races, which was actually awesome. Then the calf roping, the saddle bronc riding, the bulldogging, the bull riding, let's see, steer roping, and barrel racing. I think that's most of the events. So here you're going to see the calf roping is the next thing.
He's as good as we got in rodeo. That was a businessman's run right there. You can see him slow down on that time.
One of the things I really found interesting about the rodeo was the spectacle of it. And you'll hear the music, and it's like pro wrestling with the music and everything, and it's just up and down, so loud, and trying to create the energy. Yeah, here we're going to go into this is the saddle bronc riding, which I kind of found the most exhilarating watching these guys, and this particular ride is amazing. These animals are just so agile. I mean, those guys weigh like, I don't know, 1,400 pounds or something. 14 to 1,600 pounds, I think. And they're just flying around out there. But you'll see when we get through with this, we're gonna see the bareback races, And I also super impressed watching those guys fly around that arena on those horses bareback. It just looks like so much fun. And they're just, yeah, here they go. This is the bareback races. And the first one, they actually have to change horses. So they do 3 horses, and I didn't get good footage of that, unfortunately. But they did multiple races like this. I think there were 3 of them throughout the day. But they're just going so fast. And I love, like I said, the bareback riding. Yeah, the music and the spectacle was really interesting. There was a rodeo sort of clown who was, you know, had a microphone on and basically acted as a sort of comic relief to try to keep everyone happy. And I think there's a picture of him in here at some point in his yellow outfit. I don't know if we've already seen it or not. But it's just fascinating. Also, the choice of music is really fascinating because it's a mix of sort of country western music and then all of the songs that were popular when we were kids. I mean, this is clearly the target audience is our generation. You know, all of the classic rock songs, you know, Devo songs, you Must Whip It, you know, like Tainted Love they played, you know, and they're just cranking it out, and they're having people sing along. Actually, the Outfield song, I don't know if you know it, Josie's on a vacation far away, come around and think it over. I don't know if you remember that song. They played that, and it's like, that is not, I don't know, it's not a song I expected to see played at the rodeo. So it was, yeah, the spectacle of it all was, I mean, I guess not unexpected after going to the PBR, or they call it Extreme Bulls last year. But yeah, it's sort of a weird cultural mishmash. There's the rodeo, the clown, the entertainer, who basically was master of ceremonies kind of guy. Sarah actually really liked the team roping, which there's a lot of skill involved, clearly. I mean, there's a lot of skill involved in all this. I really enjoy the what do they call it, bulldogging. I always thought that looked like fun because when I was a kid growing up, I was like, I could do that. I mean, obviously I couldn't when I was little, but yeah. This is the women's horse race. And it's funny because a woman who I used to work with at the tribe, who was my parents' age, told me that she competed in this when she was a young woman. And she, one year, she did it when she was pregnant and she won. And it's kind of crazy because like they fall off these horses pretty regularly. But you know, it was way of life. Yeah, pretty awesome. This is the steer roping, and it was pretty violent. It was kind of like the most violent part of the whole rodeo, I thought. I didn't actually enjoy it much, and so part of it is they're supposed to rope the steer, kind of loop the rope over the steer and pull its legs out from under it and then jump on it and tie it down. And it's, in order to do that, you can see, you know, it's tough to do. You've got to get the rope in the right location, but in addition, it's just real hard on the steers. Let's see. The last thing I think we're going to see here is the barrel racing. Yeah, and once again, the barrel racing I really enjoyed. I videoed like 3 of the runs here. I didn't get the really good ones, but these animals are just so agile for their size, and it's so much fun watching them. These women put them through their paces like this. It's awesome. So yeah, so I enjoyed that. And then in addition, there is a grand entry when all the tribal members come in and they do announcements and things. And I didn't take a lot of video of that. I took a picture. And then we went over to the park and they were doing dancing, which was really nice. So yeah, it was a super fun day. I'm glad we did it. The benches are really hard. It's a long day. It goes from like 1:30 till like 5:30, maybe 5:45. And the benches are really hard. We should have brought cushions. Sarah basically had to leave before the barrel racing. She was just couldn't sit anymore. Yeah. So I'll end with that. I'll let the rest of the video play out here, and you can see some of the pictures of the tribal members. It was fun to see a lot of people I know out there, a lot of people I know in the stands, yeah, and it was fun going with the folks we went with who know everybody as well, and so it was cool. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.